Dubai. The Chinese Prime Minister, Wen Jiabao, has said the government was partly to blame for the tainted milk scandal in which 4 children died. Mr. Wen said that although the problems occurred at a private company, the government was also responsible because of its lax supervision of the dairy industry. And the sons of the heir to the British throne, Princes William and Harry, are taking part in a race across South Africa to raise money for charity. That's the latest BBC News.
You're listening to the BBC World Service. I'm Robin Lustig with NewsHour. We're going to be devoting the rest of the programme to Afghanistan, where more than 7 years after the US-led invasion to overthrow the Taliban, there is still no peace and very little security. More than 50,000 foreign troops are still there, most of them American. But there is now a growing sense that it's time for a rethink, that the current strategy isn't working and that something new needs to be tried. In Washington, 16 US intelligence agencies are putting the finishing touches to a comprehensive policy review. It's reported to conclude that Afghanistan is in what it calls a downward spiral. In other words, that things are getting worse, not better. So, what should be a new approach? How can a country which has suffered decades of war, occupation and civil strife be helped to forge a better future? We assembled a distinguished panel of guests to consider the way forward. But first, our diplomatic correspondent Paul Adams reports on how it all began and how it got to where it is now.
Good afternoon. On my orders, the United States military has begun strikes against
October 2001, a month after 9/11, the war on terror begins. Few question the wisdom of going after Al-Qaeda and unseating the Taliban.
To all the men and women in our military, every sailor, every soldier, every airman, I say this: your mission is defined, your objectives are clear, your goal is just.
And so it seemed. Back then, dodgy dossiers and non-existent weapons of mass destruction had yet to dent our faith in the wisdom of going to war. With his own characteristic missionary